Nikki Cooks.
What's up, everybody? This is Nikki Cooks. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I am making almond cupcakes with cherry almond cream cheese frosting. So I got really excited to make this because I'm using something I've never used before and I've been baking for a long time. It's a pastry filling, almond pastry filling. I think it's used in a lot of Italian cookies, so I'm going to try to use that again. And then to make marzipan, which is like what people make to decorate cakes with, like the little figurines. I still haven't gotten that far in baking yet. It seems like really tedious. So yes, this cupcake is really cool because it is off of a website called What a Girl Eats by Cynthia, and she has like the most fabulous recipes on here, so I have a lot of work to do. So this is a really easy recipe, everybody. Everything has to be room temperature, okay? 3 eggs have to be room temperature. And then this is 4 ounces of butter or 8 tablespoons. Okay, that's completely room temperature there. I have baking powder, 3/4 cup of sugar, which is in here right now with the stick of unsalted butter. I said it's room temperature. And then it's 8 ounces of this almond paste filling. This is 12.5, so and you could keep it out, room temperature. I don't think you have to put it, actually I should read that and see. Actually I'm gonna put it there. Okay, since I've never done it. So then you're gonna do 1 egg at a time. And the rest of the recipe is really, really easy, I promise. So 1 egg at a time. And I didn't want to dirty up another pan, so there's so many advertisements on my phone. So I'm using like something that doesn't even fit in the thing. In the mixer. I don't want to dirty up another thing. So this is how I'm doing this. It's kind of complicated. But you know what? You don't have to overmix it, so you don't have to mix it that much regardless. But you can put it a little bit faster. Okay. Right? We'll do another egg. And then of course have your rubber scraper and scrape the sides of the bowl as well. I'm going to put the other egg in this right now. I don't want to overmix. I did that last time. Then, because I overmixed my muffins from last time, the pistachio ones, they were not dry, but they were dense, right? So I'm going to maybe do a science lesson one of these times with all of these recipes, maybe on what each ingredient does, for cooking and baking. So that would be fun. I'm going to do this a little bit faster. I'm going to move it out over to the other table here, like that. Doesn't smell like anything, which is really weird. And then let's do the rest of the recipe here. We are going to do almond extract, which is right here. Almond extract tastes like maraschino cherries, which you put in a cocktail. Sometimes when you press an advertisement, then I can't find the recipe. That's what happens, but I have it right here. It's right here. Okay. So we have now 1.5 teaspoons of rum and 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. This is always literally so hard to see. This is a teaspoon, so let's just do 1/2 of that. Don't do that in baking. That's strong, that flavor. You're going to taste it a lot in like cookies and stuff, almond extract. And then we're doing 1.5 teaspoons of rum. And then we're doing 1/4 cup of sugar. And okay, let's just do this first. Teaspoon. I'm gonna go with this one, just this one big one. I don't know what this does for this recipe. This is very interesting. Rum is my favorite friend. Little Captain Morgan. Let's do 1/4 cup of flour. This adorable little thing. Don't have flour that's expired. It's gonna mess up the science behind the recipe. And then what they want you to do first is mix this. I have the rum and the almond extract. Okay? And then we're going to do the frosting too, which is really easy. I want you to mix this. Get a whisk. I'm using a rubber scraper and a fork, so it's a bigger fork. So you're going to do this flour a little at a time. And you could go like this too. You do the flour and then you could grab this again, and we're gonna do 1/3 teaspoon of baking powder and then salt. 1/3 teaspoon, I've never heard of that before. That's kind of interesting. So this is right here, that's 1/4. You want 1/3? That's bigger. just go like that. And then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Again, not a lot. I guess a little salt goes a long way. You could always add salt a little tiny bit to the top of your cupcake if it's like gonna bring out the flavor more, if you have like chocolate or something like that. Coffee actually brings out chocolate more, but again, I'm gonna research all of that. So I have, and again, this is a cupcake, it's not a muffin. And then I think I have everything in here. And this is only gonna bake at 20 to 25 minutes. I have the oven at 350, and I'm gonna show you my cupcakes. I did Halloween themed, yeah, kind of fell out. Halloween, I didn't use them last time. It's an easy cleanup. And then let's talk about the frosting really quick. I don't know where my cherries are. I had a thing of cherries, so that's on the top of the cupcake. And we're gonna do 8 ounces of cream cheese. So I have 8 ounces of cream cheese here, which is just like 1 thing of cream cheese. We have 4 ounces of unsalted butter. It's room temperature. We're gonna have almond extract. We're gonna have powdered sugar. And I don't have cherries, so that's gonna go on top. And that's it. Thank you for watching.
I'm